Greetings and welcome to Scrolls of Flayed Flesh number 3. This is going to be a reading from my current for free novelette. Sounds fancy, right? Novelette. The Bog Wyvern, which is over here. It's made of jelly. I don't think you're ready for this jelly. So, I will be doing a short reading from The Bog Wyvern, which is the third Splatter Elf story. If you would like, you can go back and watch my other readings about the Unicorn Eater and the River of Blades. But for now, we will get started with The Bog Wyvern. Crystalline Crab, home of nefarious hunters, cutthroats, ne'er-do-wells, assholes, shitheads, and bastardly folks of all stripes. Despite the bloodthirsty company the once beautiful city now kept, Beth Brady found the many outdoor cafes and taverns relaxing. He sat on an old barrel, back sore, neck aching, and stomach rumbling. The warm breeze felt nice, but stank of refuse and old wounds. Not his favorite city, but it could be worse. Much, much worse in Groteskia. A hunched, sniffling figure sat across from him, nursing the same stale beer for over an hour. Beth Brady didn't have to use his star-seer powers to predict any interaction with Del Dennis would go poorly. He classified the wandering merchant as a ne'er-do-well. Maybe an asshole. He hadn't decided yet. Beth Brady's breakfast of shriveled sausage and a chunk of onion sat untouched. Dale preventing him from eating only made Beth Brady dislike him more. I fucking hate wizards, Dale said, wiping snot from his dripping nose. He slapped a bounty sheet on the corkwood table. This is good shit, though. Beth Brady mumbled a prayer to Zelnat, goddess of well-being and regularity, not to catch whatever foul disease the runny-nosed vagrant carried. He couldn't afford letting bad health hinder another potential job. His back still felt like someone bashed him with a warhammer after his visit with the organ cleanser Rutgore. The kidney demon's pulpy remains came out in one glorious piss, but the pain lingered. After listening to Dell's constant cursing, Beth Brady also needed a prayer to protect his next venture into the unpredictable wilds. Cursing curses a journey, the old dim horn saying went. Even thinking Dell was an asshole required a short cleansing prayer. Beth Brady didn't always adhere to this saying, but after his misadventure with Katya and Unicorn Butchery, he became a firm believer. Beth Brady glanced down at the sheet. Wyverns. Dell's upper lip twitched. His oily, rust-colored bangs fell over his eyes. He swept them away with a scrawny hand. You're too good for wyverns, then. What are your thoughts on wyverns? Beth Brady turned to his current cryptozoologist partner, a goblin of dubious distinction named Grinner. Of all the monster specialists he had worked with, Beth Brady found Grinner the most unpredictable in knowledge and temperament. Some monsters he could talk about for hours, but others he'd shrug and pick his teeth. From under his moth-eaten red hood, Grinner's gaze shifted between Beth Brady and Dell. He twirled yellow strands hanging from his elf hair vest. Wyverns. The goblin stared at Beth Brady as if trying to hypnotize him. His glimmering ruby teeth sparkled. Quit with all the staring, Beth Brady said, drumming his fingers on the table. That only caused Dell and Grinner to stare more. Beth Brady grew used to glares from strangers, not only from his towering height, but due to his mixed blood. Didn't make the stares any less annoying. The dark skin of his Denholm Witch Mother and the olive skin of his Jurgish father made for a wide range of conversations. However, most questions came from the multiple charms and medallions hanging from his neck. He draped himself in wood, stone, bone, silver, and even twisted hair ornaments of his many gods. Astarcia needed connections with as many deities as possible. New, old, good, evil, powerful, shitty. He never knew which gods or goddesses would prove useful during a hunt. Not that his polytheist approach always helped. Stars and gods could be fickle. The stars and gods gave him no answers to this wyvern job. Grinner scratching his brown fingernail against the table didn't help either. Well, Dale blew his nose on the sleeve of his shirt. I tell you where this shit stain of a wizard is, and I get a cut, right? Easy work. Kill a couple of wyverns, haul them in, coin in your palms. Grinner cocked his head, examining a tiny splinter in his thumb. This fucking wizard, he lives in a fucking tower? Please, Bat Brady sighed, don't encourage him. The goblin shrugged and slurped from a bowl of cold mealworm soup. Have I ever let you down before? Dale asked, spreading out his arms. All the leads I bring you are good. I've been coming to Crystal and Crab since before you even knew it existed. Back when we were fighting in the war with all the folks on fire and screaming. What was it called? Don't care to remember, Bat Brady said. These wyverns, he wants them dead. You can read, can't you? Dale thrust his finger at the bounty. Says dead, darn it. It's in the cold tongue. Can't make it out. Bell jerked the bounty up, holding it close to his face. Clear as day, says dead wyverns. He drained his beer. His left eye twitched like crazy and a blue vein throbbed in his forehead. You want the damn lead or not? I have other interested. Came to you first since we're all friends, you know? Don't recall us being friends, Beth Brady said. I almost died on a couple of bad leads you gave me. Probably owe you a crack in the jaw for that one with the Warp Panthers. Nearly lost a couple of fingers. They can't all be winners, can they? Dell smiled, yellow teeth showing. Look, I have a good reputation. By the snake gods, I'm practically an idol around here. A war hero, a friend to young and old. Ears perk up at my name. Go on, ask around. Grinner snickered. I know I worship you. Something doesn't seem right, Beth Brady said, smoothing out the bounty. What does a wizard want dead wyverns for? Shit if I know. Decorations, dinner plans, wants to make a fancy hat. Wizards are fucked in the head. I need time to think about this, Beth Brady said, shifting his breakfast with his fork. Dale slammed his mug on the table. You've already wasted too much of my time. I'm done. Good. Beth Brady bit into an overcooked sausage. I can eat now. Dale pointed his finger inches from the Starseer's face. Fuck you, Beth Brady, and your little chuckling, smirking goblin shit, too. Grinner started to stand up, smile widening. The wider the smile, the worse the news. No, Beth Brady pushed Grinner back down, his massive hand covering the goblin's whole chest. He turned his death glare to Dell. Time for you to leave. Dell pulled a knife from his belt, waving it erratically, mouth frothing with spit. You pass up good leads? You waste my precious time? You... Someone smashed the empty mug against Dale's head. He slumped against the table, clawing to the wood to keep his balance. He always talked this much? Katya sat down on a crate, brushing broken glass from the spot in front of her. The half-elf's face was smeared in filth, leather armor marred with dozens of claw marks. A lopsided blonde bun wobbled on top of her head. You won't believe the day I've had. That is all for this episode. This reading. So, if you're interested in the Bog Wyvern, I'm going to put some links down below in the comments. And you can also now see some reviews of the Bog Wyvern below. Nice things people said about the story. Yay! Look at them. Look at them. Look at them. So that ends this episode. Keep watch on Scrolls of Flay Flesh for more readings, information about Splatteroff, etc., etc., etc. Until next time, bye bye.